Can we afford a pen that works?
No. We don't want pens that work. You want one? Here. It's an invisible ink.
Here we go.
Probably just dried out.
It's okay.
Winter weather watch, look at
All
that.
right. It works. They snow, it just,
This is as good as we've looked for quite some time.
now they're saying maybe
What do you
4.
mean, we? All of us.
You're welcome. Over the weekend.
For a board meeting.
But since we're like 14 inches behind where we did. And it is almost February.
That was, the other one was giving problems. No, that one, because the other one we took away, it wasn't writing well.
Early? Good evening. I'm going to call the Schaumburg Village Board meeting to order for Tuesday, January 24th, 2023. First item is roll call. Will the clerk please call the roll?
Trustee Bishke.
Present.
Trustee Madej.
Present.
Trustee Dunham.
Present.
Trustee Sullivan.
Present.
Trustee Clare.
Present.
Trustee Patel.
Present.
And
Thank you.
President Daley.
Oh, yes, thank you. Present. Just a reminder, if you have any electronic devices, please turn them off so they do not disturb the meeting. Next item, I'd like to ask Trustee George Dunham to lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance.
Please rise. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, Trustee Dunham. Next item is the approval of minutes from January 10th, 2023. Any questions, comments?
So moved. Second.
Motion and a second to approve. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Thank you. Next item is the approval of expenditures to the tune of $3,896,896.81.
Motion to approve the expenditures as presented.
Second.
Motion and a second to approve the expenditures as presented. Will the clerk please call the roll?
Trustee Bishke.
Aye.
Trustee Madej.
Aye.
Trustee Dunham.
Aye.
Trustee Sullivan.
Aye.
Trustee Clare.
Aye.
Trustee Patel.
Aye.
6 ayes, no nays, motion carries. Liquor license requests, we have none for this evening that I'm aware of. Consent agenda. The consent agenda will be read in its entirety, voted on as one motion to approve. If you wish to discuss an item further, please indicate that when the item is read by the village clerk so that it can be removed from the consent agenda and discussed further under committee reports. Otherwise, all items will be approved as presented on the consent agenda in one motion to approve. Will the clerk please read the consent agenda?
Number 1, Finance, Legal, Administrative, and General Government. A, the motion would be to approve the Finance Department monthly report for December 2022. B, the motion would be to adopt an ordinance abating taxes levied for the year 2022, heretofore levied to pay principal and interest on general obligation bonds, Series 2011, Series 2012, Series 2012A, Series 2013A, Series 2016, Series 2017, Series 2020A, Series 2020B, Series 2022, and Series 2023 of the Village of Schaumburg. C, recommendation to approve, the motion would be to recommend the Village Board approve the 2023 business plan for the Renaissance Schaumburg Hotel and Convention Center. D, the motion would be to adopt a Schaumburg legislative action plan that addresses the priorities of the Village of Schaumburg for 2023. 2, Public Safety Committee. The motion would be to amend Title VII, Chapter 77, regarding the tow and impoundment of vehicles that flee from law enforcement. That would be adopting ordinance amendments, Title 7, Chapter 77, Section 77.19 of the Schaumburg Village Code relative to vehicle seizure and impoundment. Excuse me, I read that twice. I'm sorry. 3, Planning, Building, and Development Committee. The motion would be to approve.
We need to read 2B.
Okay, I'm sorry. B, the motion would be to adopt an ordinance amending Title 7, Chapter 74, Section 74.12 of the Schaumburg Village Code with regard to penalties for overweight trucks. Okay, now 3, Planning, Building, and Development. The motion would be to approve an annual amusement license for Bullseye Axe Lounge located at 601 North Martingale Drive, Unit 243. B, the motion would be to approve the extension of the construction schedule for Holiday Inn through June 30th, 2023, and approve the required resolution. 4, Zoning Board of Appeals. A, the motion would be to approve a preliminary and final plat for re-subdivision, landscape variation, parking setback variations, and building setback variation for IRC Woodfield Plaza LLC 410 to 590 East Gulf Road. B, the recommendation would be to approve an amendment to the Municipal Code Title 15, Chapter 155, signs pertaining to temporary signs. C, the motion would be to approve a sign variation to allow 2 additional ground signs for Northwest Community Hospital, 519 South Roselle Road. D, the recommendation would be to approve a special use for a Type C restaurant for Palooza Pizza, 1820 West Irving Park Road. 5, resolutions. The motion would be to adopt resolution number 23, R23-008, approving and authorizing an extension of time to complete construction pursuant to the amended and restated memorandum of conditions for village support of Class 7C application of Equity Roots Holdings 1 LLC for 30 to 40 North Martingale Road, Schaumburg, Illinois, PIN 07-24-01-005-0000, Equity Roots Holding 1 LLC, dual brand Holiday Inn Hotels. 6, ordinances. The motion would be to waive first reading and adopt as ordinance number 23-005, granting a preliminary and final plat of re-subdivision, landscape variations, parking setback variations, and building setback variations for IRC Woodfield Plaza LLC, 410 to 590 East Gulf Road. B, the motion would be to adopt as ordinance number 23-006, amending Title 15, Chapter 155 signs, Section 155.50 of the Municipal Code pertaining to the regulation of prohibited signs, and Section 155.61 of the Municipal Code pertaining to the regulation of temporary commercial signs. C, the motion would be to waive first reading and adopt as ordinance number 23-007, granting a sign variation to allow 2 additional ground signs for Northwest Community Hospital, 519 South Roselle Road. D, the motion would be to waive first reading and adopt as ordinance number 23-008, granting a special use for Type C restaurant for Palooza Pizza, 1820 West Irving Park Road. E, the motion would be to adopt and waive first reading and adopt as ordinance number 23-001. 9, yeah, I'm grading wrong. Abating taxes levied for the year 2022 heretofore levied to pay principal and interest on general obligation bonds, Series 2011, Series 2012, Series 2012A, Series 2013A, Series 2016, Series 2017, Series 2020A, Series 2020B, Series 2022, and Series 2023 of the Village of Schaumburg. F, the motion would be to adopt as ordinance number 23-010, amending Title 7, Chapter 77, Section 77.19 of the Schaumburg Village Code relative to vehicle seizure and impoundment. Oh, and waive first reading. Sorry. G, the motion would be to waive first reading and adopt as ordinance number 20-011, amending Title 7, Chapter 74, Section 74.12 of the Schaumburg Village Code with regard to penalties for overweight trucks. This ends the agenda for the consent agenda.
Thank you, Village Clerk. We do appreciate that. Look for a motion to approve.
Motion to approve consent agenda as presented.
Second.
Thank you. There's a motion and a second to approve the consent agenda as presented. Will the clerk please call the roll?
Trustee Bischke.
Aye.
Trustee Madej.
Aye.
Trustee Denham.
Aye.
Trustee Sullivan.
Aye.
Trustee Clare.
Aye.
Trustee Patel. Aye.
6 ayes, no nays, motion carries. Committee reports. We have none under committee reports. Comments from the audience. It's an opportunity for you to step forward and speak to the board about items pertinent towards the Village of Schaumburg. Good evening, Bobby.
Hello.
You know the routine. Sign in.
I do.
State your name
I-
and address. Yep.
It doesn't have address anymore,
Oh, well.
which
okay.
is nice.
Good enough.
So I have a, I don't know, favor, whatever. The people who, with the chickens and the duck, I have a good friend who lives in Villa Park who has 6 chickens. And he was the first one there, and I just want to say they're very nice. They come when they're called, if they're in the mood, and you can pet them, and they don't make a mess, and they're not roosters, so they don't crow. So I would like to see this passed because there's enough land over there, I think.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. Anyone else? Council report.
No report this evening, thank you.
No report. Thank you. President's report. I have a number of actually combinations of resignations and appointments for committees and commissions for this evening. So I'm going to go through those if you don't mind. Bikeways. We have a removal of Ken Van Dyke from District 54. His replacement is Jim Pye. An appointment, a reappointment, I should say, of Bob Schmidt as chairman and Dave Johnson as the Schaumburg Park District rep. Airport Advisory Commission, appointment is Bernie Mayall from the Park District, Sharon D. Maria, also from the Park District, and Dave Johnson as an alternate from the Park District that's the Airport Advisory Commission. Mayor's Committee on Aging, we have a number of resignations, Lisa Perron, Mary Nagy, and Tony Dorn. Thank you. Cultural Commission, we have our own Aisha Patel as a removal, having been appointed to the Village Board. Sister Cities Commission, we have a removal of, always goes by SJ, so I'll call him SJ Lee, and Mary Nagy. Any questions, comments? Look for a motion to approve.
So moved.
Second?
Motion and a second to approve. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Thank you very much. Managers report.
I have no report this evening.
Thank you. New business? None listed, none before us. Unfinished business, we have an item from the Plan Commission pertaining to special use to raise fowl, and that's FOWL, at 314 Pleasant Drive. And this is a carryover from December. There has been no new information, nothing else brought forward to us or discussion. It was just an item that was referred over to here in order to deal with it as a full board. So if there's any questions or comments, I would look for a motion on this item.
I would make a motion to accept the recommendation from the Plan Commission to waive first reading and adopt as ordinance 23-012, granting special use approval granting approval of special use to raise fowl, 314 Pleasant Drive.
Second.
So motion and a second to approve. Will the clerk please call the roll?
Trustee Bischke.
Aye.
Trustee Madej.
Aye.
Trustee Dunham.
Aye.
Trustee Sullivan.
Aye.
Trustee Clare.
Aye.
Trustee Patel.
Aye.
6 ayes, no nays, motion carries. Petition is granted. Next item is trustee comments and mentions. Members of the board. Anyone wishing to speak this evening? Okay, then we look for a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second.
Motion and a second to adjourn. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. Thank you very much.